Now, welcome back everybody to the channel. Now, today we are in Sweden land in the flight simulator, and we're back to talk about an interesting airport. See, you know, on this channel I really like talking about interesting airports and aviation news and things that are going on in real life, you know. And in today's video, let's talk a little bit about the airport of Stockholm, Brahma. See, the capital city of Swedenland, which by the way is Stockholm, right? We all know that, has several different airports. For example, it has Stockholm Arlanda Airport. That airport is like the main airport of Stockholm, very big one. I've also flown to that one when I went to Sweden once. I flew SAS there, the Scandinavian Airlines, and what can I say? It sucks, but that's another story. There's also some more airports like how do you even pronounce that one right here? Västerås, which is a pretty small airport right here. Minor International Airport. What is that even of a description? Minor. And Skavsta, which is known to be Stockholm's cheap airport. You know, this is kind of like some London Stansted stuff, you know, where the airport is like 50,000 miles out of the city. Great. And then, of course, there is Brahma Airport, an airport that is actually being shut down now, officially. Sadly, very sadly. Yeah, Stockholm Brahma was built in 1936. It is probably the first airport of Stockholm. Don't know about that one, but I would guess. And it's been used ever since for especially commercial traffic, but also some general aviation traffic. For example, I think there's like a private, there are a few private jets down there. Very convenient of an airport as well. The runway isn't extremely long, only 1,600 meters, which I mean, it's gonna be fun enough for a plane like this. The Airbus A320. Here we go. Let's actually just take it off right here. And you know, this airport is very typical of a city airport built in a very early age, meaning that it's very close to the city center, right? Let's take off. I mean, you know, from this airport here, we can see literally the city of Stockholm. Very nice. Which for the airport itself is already a problem. See, you know, this is where we already start to get into why this airport is going to be abandoned very soon. But of course, since this is very close to the city and there are just a lot of houses, a lot of towns surrounding it, it cannot really expand. For example, it cannot make the runway longer, which is why we're stuck with a relatively short runway. Here we go. Here's Stockholm. So yeah, in order to cope with the problem of not being able to expand the airport, they of course had to build the other airports. For example, especially Arlanda, right? Does that make sense? You know, again, very typical city airport, just like London City, also stuck with a pretty short runway and no way to expand. They're very stuck. No land surrounding it, of course. But that doesn't matter anymore because it says it here, Sweden looks to shut down Brahma Airport anyway. Sadly enough. Now, let's talk a little bit about the reasons of that, you know, besides being able to not expand. Because, of course, there were a lot of factors that went into the actual final decision. And here we, by the way, have a pretty nice look into how close this airport really is to the city of Stockholm. Right here's the airport in front of us, and right here's the city. Like, seriously, this is the city of Stockholm. Now, yes, first of all, the closing of this airport has been a debate for a long time. Just, again, like pretty much any city airport, because it faces the same issues that all airports in cities face. And that is, of course, well, the obvious thing, proximity to the city center, right? Yeah, you know, flying above the city like that with a 777 is probably going to cause a lot of noise. Noise pollution is a big problem, which can, you know, lead to some restrictions for the airport. For example, I'm pretty sure they cannot fly planes here at night. Like 24/7 service is not going to be possible here for sure. So no night flying, and, you know, maybe only specific type of airplanes can fly here, just like London City, for example. You know, noise pollution isn't the only problem. It's also, of course, the air pollution as well for the citizens in the city. So yeah, that's been like the main debate. There's also the debate of kind of space pollution, I would put it. Now, as I can see, again, it is not very far, this airport, from the city. And well, of course, an airport is taking up a lot of space. A lot of people actually underestimate how big airports actually are and how big their space is that they're taking away. Yeah, basically what the argument is, all right, guys, let's close the airport and build some houses here. It's actually coming for a landing. Oh, let's not mess this up. Come on. Oh, this is going to be a bad landing. I don't know why I'm flying so badly today. All right, 777, let's go. Oh, it's been a weird landing. I'm sorry. Yeah, I should concentrate more here on this landing, but let's go ahead and stop very quickly. Come on, plane, you can do it. Full power into the reverse thrust, and we're probably going to overrun into the grass, aren't we? Yeah, again, not the longest of airport runways. I'm pretty sure the 777 would be not able to fly here in real life. Now, the question, by the way, is what does fly here in real life, of course? We only have 4 airlines that actually still fly here. Air Leap, bruh. And then we've got Brussels and Finnair to Helsinki. Talking about sinking, look at the passenger numbers in 2020. Yeah, we're now finally getting to probably one of the biggest factor, or like the actual factor that brought the decision of finally closing this airport, and that is probably COVID-19. Yeah, let me just say the airport just genuinely died because of COVID. I mean, yes, there was only 0.6 million passengers here at this airport, compared to normally like over 2 million, right? So a big loss here. I mean, before on this channel, we've talked about airlines that died because of COVID. Let's talk today about, airports. Yeah, I mean, it says it here. During the pandemic, all the flights here were canceled. They canceled all the flights, so nothing really flew here at all. Which is why Sweden says that the airport is no longer justifiable on commercial grounds. So, that means that airport is dying. But now that was like a press announcement in May of this year. Ever since that, there was nothing new here. So we have no updates. I don't know when the airport is going to actually close down, I guess. So that's on that one. But yeah, I mean, this whole thing is quite sad. I mean, this is the first airport that Stockholm had. And, it has very rich history to it. I mean, planes like the DC-8 used to fly here and stuff like that. Let's take off. Come on. Can we do that? Please. Yes, Q400. Another plane that you would often see, I guess, at this airport. Again, very domestic place here. A lot of connecting flights being done here. I mean, having a small airport like this can be very convenient. I mean, very close proximity again to this city, right? No long traveling through the entire country to reach the airport. And yeah, of course, with a small terminal building like this, very efficient of an airport for the unique traveler. Just exactly like London City. This is the very business airport. For people that know it, need to go quick to London. Oh no, this is a bad one. Okay, we've died. Just like the airport of Brahma. So everybody, with all this drama of Brahma, I mean, again, closing this airport has always been like a big thing. Yeah, they've come to a decision. By the way, this airport scenery right here for the flight simulator, I'm making this a video about this especially because of this one right here. New scenery here from Arbex. As you can see, it's quite nice. 18 bucks. And I think it's worth it. I like that. So yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video about Brahma Airport. Pretty sad to see it go, but you know what? Maybe it may just make sense. I mean, just take a look at how many houses it could build. Is that a golf course down here? That's great. But yeah, you can build so many residential things down here, so maybe that's actually not that bad of an idea. All right, so goodbye. Let's go to IKEA now. Now, thank you to all my members here on YouTube like Spice, Robbie, Middle Aged, Levi, Junk in the Trunk, Mubarak, Darren K, Oh Man, Moritz, John, Kelly Chaos, Death Rider, Ragings, Noah, Yes Aviation, British 001, Saturn, Cat, Suno, Shadow, New York, and Jackie Boy.